In his first public comment since the death of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi, Saudi Arabia's King Salman has failed to bring up his name. But during an address to the Shura Council, the Saudi monarch praised the country's judiciary and prosecution. Now, Saudi prosecutors say they'll ask for the death penalty for 5 suspects connected to Khashoggi's murder inside of that Saudi consulate in Turkey. Meanwhile, in the United States, the CIA has concluded that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman ordered the killing. And President Trump says that there's an audio of the recording. We've heard about that, an audio of the murder. And he told Fox News there's no need for him to hear it.
Because it's a suffering tape. It's a terrible tape. I've been fully briefed on it. There's no reason for me to hear it. In fact, I said to the people, should I? They said, you really shouldn't. There's no reason. I know everything that went on in the tape without having to.
And what happened?
It was very violent, very vicious.
All right. For more, we turn to former Pentagon official Michael Maloof. Michael, great to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
Okay, this big conclusion from the CIA, you or I, and not to put you and I in the same category, but I could have figured that out very quickly. So no great surprise that they're blaming the prince.
It's an assessment, and there are some indications. And of course, Trump is being very, very cautious because of the policy itself is very, very. The policy in the Middle East for this administration is in jeopardy. It's the linchpin of his relationship with the Saudis. Is the linchpin of his entire Middle East policy, and it's about ready to go down.
Yeah, no, and I want to elaborate on that in a second, but it begs the question, why did it take so long? I mean, you're probably going to tell me bureaucracy, checking, dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
Well, they're trying to be very careful.
Yeah.
They're trying to be very careful. Gina Haspel, the CIA director, went on over there, got briefed, listened to the tapes. When they're doing assessments, they have to be very, very careful. We've seen what past assessments from CIA can mean, and particularly like weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. So they've got to be very careful. And given the consequences of this and the implications, policy implications, CIA's got to be very, very careful. But the fact that they've come out with this conclusion and the fact that the president doesn't seem to believe everything or has other notions, I think it's creating some internal problems inside of CIA, wondering why isn't he accepting our word?
Well, maybe it goes back to what you said earlier, if I may. We need Saudi Arabia. We need it, and Trump needs them, and the United States needs them for his whole, the linchpin of his whole foreign policy,
correct.
the linchpin between the United States and Israel and other countries in the Middle East that have a common enemy in Iran.
Right.
So what, when push comes to shove, can Trump do, and do you expect Trump to do?
Well, I expect Trump to kick the can. I think he may try to put some pressure to change the leadership, but I tend to doubt it because he has so much at stake through his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, in that personal relationship, along with Netanyahu. Look, it was Netanyahu and it was al-Sisi of Egypt who all basically came to the defense of the prince.
Yeah.
This is going to have ramifications, and I think you're going to see the consequences of it once Congress reconvenes, especially the new Congress, and most especially the House.
Yeah.
And because a lot of folks are very, very upset. There's already talk. We have our allies already cutting off trade
and arms sales.
And arms sales,
yeah.
Exactly. So it's going to. This story is not over, and the implications. I think bin Salman is a dead man walking in terms of policy, and so is the policy.
And briefly, Iran is laughing all the way to nowhere. They're being quiet and laughing.
They're purposely being quiet, and they should if they want to not agitate.
Let me ask about the tape that we heard the president address, the audio tape, which must be horrific. You agree that there's no need for him to hear it?
He can hear it if he wants, but the fact that he has not, he's obviously taking the word from him. He obviously does not like to hear reality in some cases.
But I mean, if you were advising him, you think it's important in any way?
Sure. He needs to get the full breadth of what occurred, and but clearly it's not essential, particularly if other folks have heard it and they tell him that it was horrific.
Yeah.
He's obviously very sensitive.
All right, listen, Michael, great to see you, sir.
Thank
you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.